What is the cost of living here in Warner Robins, Georgia? Well, today we're going to talk about exactly that. So let's get right into the video. What's up everyone and welcome back to another video. If you're new to me and new to this channel, my name is Mischa Thompson. I'm a local real estate professional here in Middle Georgia and I helped numerous families over the last couple of years purchasing and sell their property. If you like the content you see, consider subscribing and turning that notification bell on so you will stay up to date with all the latest videos I upload about real estate in the local area. So let's get rolling. Well, we're gonna take Warner Robins compared to other cities here in Georgia and to the national average and to figure out how expensive or how cheap is it to live here in Warner Robins. If we talk about cost of living, we gotta talk about purchasing a property or renting a property because those are very important things. We all need a place to stay. So let's start with purchasing and then talk about renting here. If we talk about purchasing a property, Warner Robins median sales price is $113,000, while the average in Georgia is $132,000 and the national average is $236,000, which means Warner Robins is more than half the price than the national average. And it's just an average, but that's how cheap housing is in Warner Robins compared to other cities in Georgia and the national average in general. If we talk about the renting though, we are completely the opposite. Warner Robins is almost $100 more expensive to rent a 2, 3, or 4 bedroom property than the Georgia average and just slightly cheaper than the national average. And the reason for that is Robins Air Force Base with almost 30,000 employees. Wherever an Air Force Base or military installation is in general, rent prices are higher. And that's just the way it is. And landlords know it, so they charge more. So that's what you get. So renting in Warner Robins is more expensive than the average Georgia rent, but slightly less expensive than the national average. Well, next thing is groceries. You need groceries when you live somewhere. You need to feed your family or yourself. So what is the difference between buying groceries in Warner Robins and buying groceries anywhere in the United States? Well, the groceries here in Warner Robins are slightly 6% cheaper than the national average and 1% cheaper than the Georgia average. So there is not much difference, but you save 6% compared to the national average. From a personal perspective, and I might be wrong because my wife does the shopping, but a family of 4, we go shopping once or twice a month and we pay about $350 for a family of 4 to get our stuff. So that's pretty average in my opinion. You probably can get it cheaper, but that's pretty much what you're looking at. All right, when it comes to renting or purchasing a home, you also need to consider utilities. And Georgia in general is pretty high when it comes to utilities. Warner Robins is pretty high as well. We are 2.5% above the national average when it comes to utility. Water, sewer, electricity, you name it, it's more expensive in Georgia. And when it comes to internet and phone, you got Cox, you got AT&T, I don't know, there might be some others out there, but you can calculate pretty much $150 to $170 for internet and TV. Internet itself, 1,000 gigabytes internet is about $60 to $70 here. And TV is horrendous. I mean, it's about $100 a month for TV. Well, when we talk about transportation, cars, gas, insurance, taxis, you name it, everything that has to do with transportation, Georgia is more expensive than the national average by 6%. But, however, Warner Robins is actually 25% cheaper when it comes to transportation than the national average and even 30% cheaper than the Georgia average. Gas prices as of right now, August the 5th, are about $1.76 per gallon. That, of course, could change, but right now here in Warner Robins, $1.76 per gallon of gas. Insurance, cars, gas, cabs, everything is cheaper here in Warner Robins than it is national average, and it is actually Georgia average. So Georgia, you are pretty expensive when it comes to gas, but Warner Robins is pretty cheap, so thumbs up. When it comes to healthcare, Georgia is right there with the national average. So if you are paying $290 a month for your healthcare plan with a $6,000 deductible, you are pretty much right where Warner Robins and Georgia are, because they're just about 3% cheaper than the national average. But that is pretty much what you have to pay monthly for your health insurance, and it's pretty close to the national average. When it comes to dining, which a lot of people love to do, but right now it's a little difficult, dining here in Warner Robins is about 50% cheaper than the national average, about 5% cheaper than the Georgia average. You can calculate an average price of $15 to $18 per meal here in Warner Robins if you go out and eat. Not McDonald's, but if you go out to a restaurant, it's about $15 to $18 per meal. Well, those were the major costs of living here in Warner Robins. And Warner Robins in general is about 21% cheaper than the national average and about 13% cheaper than the Georgia average. If you compare it to Macon and Perry, which is just around the corner, Warner Robins is way cheaper even than Perry or Macon, Georgia. Well guys, this was my little video about how much it costs to actually live here in Warner Robins. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I hope to see you in the next video. And if you have not yet, make sure you check out the other videos up here and hit that subscribe button if you are interested in more local videos. See you guys.